Sam, are you there?
Huh? Tori? What are you bothering me for? And why is your phone number different?
Oh, thank God. You're there. I really need you to do something for me.
No.
Sam, please, don't be difficult right now. I don't have the time.
I'm not being difficult. I've got stuff to do and I don't have any time to do you any favors. And to be quite honest, I don't really want to.
I'm not asking for much. All I need you to do is keep an ear out for the house phone. I had that interview at that really cool company the other day, and I've just been waiting for a call back from them to see if I've been moved on to the next stage of the interview process. I've had to give them the house phone because my phone's broken at the minute, and I'm waiting for my new one to arrive.
Uh-huh. And what's all this got to do with me? If you want to see if you've got the job, then you need to be here and answer it yourself. It's your responsibility, not mine.
I would be there, and I was actually on my way home from the store, but someone decided to run a red light and slam into the side of my car. Luckily, they weren't going too fast as they had pulled off of a car park, but the police are here, so I need to give a statement, and they have recommended that I go to the hospital just to be checked out for any injuries, just in case. Which means that I will be occupied for quite a long time today. There's no guarantee that the company is going to call, but if they do, and you're in the house, could you just tell them what has happened and that I will call them back?
So, because you were being reckless whilst driving, I've got to deal with your phone calls?
Haven't you been reading what I wrote? I was the one who was hit, not the other way around. Look, can you do it or not?
Fine. I'll answer your stupid call.
Thank you. Hey, Sam? Why did I just get a call from my friend asking why I turned down the job offer I was given?
Huh?
The job offer I was waiting for. The one I asked you to take in case they call just to tell them what had happened to me. You never told me that anyone rang.
Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it, I do remember someone from a company calling up that day and saying something about giving you a job. I told them that you had already found somewhere else to work and that you weren't interested in their company anyway, and that you found it boring.
What? Why on earth would you do that?
Because after you went on and on about how amazing this company was yesterday, I decided to do a bit of research into them. How dare you not tell me that they are one of the leading fashion companies in the country? I could totally do that job.
What?
Yeah, I mean, why should you get such an awesome job when you're a loser anyway? Such a position deserves to go to someone who truly loves the job and knows what they're doing. You've seen my outfits on a day-to-day basis, and I've got a credit card that's maxed simply because I buy the best of the best clothes for myself. I totally deserve that job over you. That's why I put an application in for myself.
Hang on, let me get this right. You completely screwed me over and declined a job that I have been working incredibly hard to get simply because you were jealous and wanted it for yourself? You purposefully and vindictively got in the way and messed up the biggest opportunity to get into the industry I've been dreaming of working in for ever, just to make yourself feel better?
Oh, stop being so dramatic. You wouldn't have been any good in that role anyway. I mean, have you seen the way that you dress? They would have taken one look at you in the interview and just dumped your application in the bin. You're not fashion industry material. You're not even pretty. I have everything that's needed for a job like that, so why shouldn't I go for it?
Maybe because your older sister was just about to get the job before you completely sabotaged me.
Oh, boo-hoo. Get over it.
I am so telling Mom what you have done to me.
Go ahead. We both know that Mom prefers me anyway. She'll just side with me no matter what's said. Besides, I'm way better than you in pretty much every aspect. I'm smarter, prettier, and way more popular. Mom knows this and knows that I'll do well in life because of these traits. You'll be lucky if you're able to make friends with a cat. Honestly, me and Mom actually have bets on how long it will take you to become a real crazy cat lady because we both know that no man is going to want to marry you.
You and Mom actually do that?
Well, yeah. I told you, I'm her favorite.
I can't believe you. Why are you so horrible to me? We're sisters. We should look out for one another and be kind to each other. There's already so much hate in the world. Your family is supposed to be a place where you can find love and support no matter what.
Ugh, don't start spouting that rubbish. I'm just looking out for number one. If you were smart, then you would do the same.
You know what? Just leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Not after what you've done to me. It's just not right, and I'm trying really hard not to say something mean right now that I won't be able to take back.
Whatever, loser. Why don't you go and ask down at the supermarket if you can have a job? I mean, you are unemployed and you're going to need the money. LOL.
Well, if I did get a job there, I know I wouldn't be serving or helping you, that's for sure.
Oh no. Who else will scan me out?
Whatever. I'm going.
Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
Tori, how could you be so mean to your sister? Mom, what are you on about? I can't believe you tried to steal the job that your sister had applied for and is really looking forward to getting. Why would you do something like that? It's just cruel. Mom, I have not stopped her from applying or getting any job. In fact, she's the one who stopped me getting my dream job a couple days ago and instead applied in my place. Nonsense. My Sam would never do that. She's a lovely girl. Why would you try and ruin her name like that? Just how low can you stoop? Are you really that jealous of her that you'd invent lies just to try and make her look bad? They're not lies. She really did sabotage me out of a job that I have been desperately trying to get for ages. Oh, honestly, Tori, you've always been like this. Blaming things on your sister when it's always been obvious to me that you're lying. It's really sad and kind of pathetic. You're the big sister here. You need to step up and start acting like one. Mom, spoiling Sam and giving in to her every demand is not how families work. I might be her sister, but I'm not going to stand aside as she tries to ruin my life. Well, I'm not going to let you ruin her life either. You just stay away from my precious little girl. She doesn't need someone like you trying to get in her way and sabotage all of the hard work and effort she put into getting that job. She wouldn't have even known about the job if it wasn't for me. Look, just because you didn't get the job doesn't mean you should take it out on your sister. If you're not good enough, then you simply should just get out of the way and let your sister through. There's no point in both of you being losers in life. Wow. Thanks, Mom. What a great mother you are. Whatever. Just don't ruin anything for your sister. Otherwise, I will be incredibly angry.
Oh, Tori. I just thought you should know that I got the job. I mean, I had to charm a few of the interviewers there, but that didn't matter. I've actually got the job.
Uh-huh. Good for you.
Oh, don't be jealous. It's really not a pretty look on you. You just got to accept the fact that I'm better than you. That's all there is to it.
Oh, yeah. Of course it is. That, and you've got to steal your sister's job right out from under her. But sure, you're better than me.
Ugh. I don't even know why I bothered telling you anything. Your sarcasm is always so annoying. Well, anyway, I just thought I'd let you know.
You mean try and rub it in my face?
Well, someone's got to make sure that you remember your place.
Oh, I know my place all right, and it's not around this family.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that I don't want to be associated with horrible, selfish, and just plain spiteful people. So, until you stop being all these things, I'm not going to bother talking to you or visiting you at all.
Well, that sounds like a dream come true to me.
Great, because I'm starting now. Don't talk to me because I won't respond.
Uh-huh. Well, you don't talk to me either.
Gladly. Tori, it's been a while and all. How have you been? Any luck in getting a good job? Mom, what are you doing texting me? What? I can't see how my daughter is getting on? Well, no. You've never cared to before, so why start now? Oh, don't be so bratty. You should be proud of your sister, not putting her down. Look, what did you want, Mom? Because I'm kind of busy. Ah, well, I was kind of hoping that you'd be able to help out with something like that. You have a job, right? Yes, I do. Great. I need $50,000. $50,000? What for? And what makes you think I have that kind of money to give you? Well, you're earning, so I'm sure you've got plenty of money. As for what I need it for, Sam needs a deposit for a house that she's seen. It's a really lovely one. I'm talking like huge, with a swimming pool, personal gym, and everything. It's basically a mini mansion. Well, good for her. But if she wants to buy that house, then she's going to have to pay for it herself. After all, if she can't even afford the deposit, then how on earth is she going to pay the mortgage on it? Well, you'd have to help her, of course. Anyway, she's getting a job at a really great company soon. She's applied and everything. Have you heard of St. Mills? It's this new fashion company that's recently opened up, but it's taking the industry by storm with all of its innovative and cool clothing designs. Oh, yeah, I've heard of the company. I mean, I am the one who started it, after all. Wait, what? Oh, that's wonderful. You can for sure help Sam out with the deposit then, and you could even put some towards the mortgage each month. She'll be so pleased to hear this. Yeah, that's not happening. What? Why not? Why are you being so selfish? After how you and Sam treated me growing up, you should count yourself lucky I'm even speaking to you right now. What do you mean? I didn't do anything. You always sided with Sam over everything. No matter what I said, you never believed me. Not even once. I've had to work so incredibly hard because I never had any help from you. Financially, emotionally, or anything like that. Well, look, nothing that you say is going to change my mind. So I think it'd be best if I just went now. Besides, I've got a lot of work to do. Wait a minute, Tori. Goodbye.
Tori? Mom told me what happened yesterday. How could you not tell me that you work at that fashion company? How did you even get that job anyway? I thought I got rid of all opportunities for you to ever make something of yourself when I lost you that job all those years ago.
Oh, it's you, charming as ever. Well, yes, you're right. You gave it your best shot, but evidently I was able to get by on my own. It's amazing what hard work and determination will do.
Are you saying that I'm not a hard worker?
I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that I've had to work hard after you tried to screw everything up for me.
Ugh, whatever. Just you wait. When I get hired at the company, the first thing I'll do is make sure that you get fired from it.
Oh,
Yep. You better say goodbye to your job now because you won't have it for much longer.
I see. And how do you plan to get me fired?
I'll say that you're bullying me in the workplace and that I don't feel comfortable with you around. I'm sure I can get people to believe me and get rid of you in no time.
Yeah. That does sound like something that could work. Except there's one little problem.
What?
I don't just work at the company, I own it.
Wait, what? That's not possible.
Yeah, it is actually. And guess what else that means?
What?
I get the final say on who gets hired or not. And frankly, with your attitude, you won't be a good fit here. I think you better start searching for a new job.
What? You can't do that. That's not fair.
Actually, seeing as it's my company, I can do whatever I want.
Ugh, I'm telling Mom.
Tell her whatever you want. It's not going to change anything.
But why? Why are you being so horrible?
I'm not being horrible. I'm being honest. I don't want to work with you because you're a selfish, vain, and vindictive person who will hurt anyone just to get whatever you want. I don't want someone like that working for me. I also don't want anything to do with you anymore. I've built myself a new life, and I don't want you trying to mess it up every step of the way.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm cutting you out of my life.
No you're not. You need to share all of that money you've not rightfully earned. I should be the one in charge of a company and mega rich, not you. So just hand everything over to me and then you can get lost.
Not happening. Please don't contact me again, as I'd really rather not go through all the hassle of getting a restraining order on you.
A restraining order?
Have a nice life, Sam. I sincerely hope you become a better and more empathetic person. For everyone's sake.
Wait, Tori, get back here. Tori.
After I blocked my mom and my sister on all of my social media sites and my phone, my life got a lot easier and more peaceful. I wasn't always worried that one of them would try to ruin everything that I had built for myself, like they had when I was younger. My company is doing great, and we're actually in talks with some of the biggest fashion shows in the world to put some of our designers on show. It's incredibly exciting. As for my sister, the last I heard was that she had tried to start her own fashion business, but it ended up failing, as she had no clue what she was doing or how to even design and make clothes. I think she's working as a cashier now somewhere, but I'm not too sure.
Hey, sweetie, did you get off work yet?
I'm in the middle of a work social, so don't bother waiting up for me.
Frank, I told you that you need to come home early today. And this is absolutely no time for you to be drinking right now. Please think about taking better care of your health.
Oh, please, save me the big lecture tonight. You think that I came to the work social because I wanted to come? Do you even know what it's like for a working man struggling to make it in a company when you're sitting around at home all day? Sometimes you have to come to these work dinners even if you don't want to if you want to survive in the company. How many times do I have to tell you that it's not an exaggeration when I say that attending company dinners is a natural extension of my work?
But I told you that I have something important to tell you today.
What is it that you have to tell me? Say it right away and don't stall like that, alright?
It's not something that I can tell you by texting. It's something that I have to tell you face to face.
Oh my god, just say it now. I know it's not going to be a big deal anyway, so don't waste any more time and just tell me quickly.
Okay, well, the results from the health checkup came back, and the results are not very good.
What do you mean the results are not very good? Just make it clear so that I can actually understand it, will ya?
Frank, they found signs of cancer during the health checkup.
What? Is that true?
Well, we'd have to do a more thorough examination to know the full details. But it seems they found a type of cancer that is especially hard to treat in the colon. I think it's very surprising, but try not to worry too much about it. The treatments for cancer have become quite advanced these days, and I'm sure we'll see good results if we do the treatments.
Wow, who knew that things would go in such an unexpected turn of events? I never thought that you would get cancer in a million years. I've heard that people with colon cancer don't survive for very long, so then I guess you are going to die and ascend to the spirit world soon, right?
What did you say?
How long do you get to live exactly when you get colon cancer? Well, whatever, honestly, I don't really care. I'm not really that interested, and it doesn't really concern me, so you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Then I guess we'll just have to go to court and file for divorce as soon as possible.
What? Go to court and file for a divorce? Are you speaking in the right state of mind? How drunk are you right now that you're saying such nonsense to me like that?
Oh, I'm not drunk at all right now. The company dinner was a big fat lie, and I'm actually enjoying myself at the moment with my girlfriend. I'm more sober than ever, alright? So you pay close attention and listen to me right now. I am not the kind of sweet, generous guy who can take care of a sick wife who has cancer, okay? I can't watch you run around in your hospital robes with all your hair falling out. I won't be able to stand for that, and I couldn't possibly be living together with you anymore, so let's just get a divorce quickly, and you can go on and get out of my house.
What? Are you being serious with me right now? You were cheating on me with another woman? It's not enough that you were cheating on me, but you want to throw me away like an old, used-up shoe just because I have cancer? Doesn't it mean anything to you that we were living together as husband and wife for over 10 years? Don't you feel any sense of loyalty as a spouse or even a fellow human being?
What are you talking about right now? I don't know what you mean with that sort of nonsense, but I can't do anything with such stupid garbage. I don't need an old woman who's ugly and wrinkly and who just got herself a death sentence to boot. What I need is my girlfriend who is 10 years younger than me, who is gorgeous and healthy and who makes me giddy just to look at her. And don't blame me, only blame yourself who couldn't even take good care of your own body and brought cancer on yourself. Anyway, you're gonna die soon and you won't be needing any money or the house once you're gone, so you can just leave the clothes on your back without taking anything else, right? Do whatever you want. If you want to go back to your parents or be a homeless person in the streets, it's your choice and your responsibility as an adult.
Well, okay, I guess you're right. If you have cancer, then you really don't need a house or money or anything of that sort, so you should just leave with the clothes on your back and nothing else. I mean, you really shouldn't take any material things that you can't even bring with you when you die, so you should just leave it all to your family.
Finally, now you understand what I'm saying, don't you? Then you'll grant me the divorce and sign the papers as quickly as possible, right? I mean, I'd rather be a divorcee than a widower because it just sounds a lot better socially, if you know what I'm saying. I don't want to have some pathetic label of a poor widower on me. You get it, right?
Fine, I will agree to the divorce. I'll pack your bags for you right away so that you can get out of the house as soon as possible. If you want to go to your girlfriend's house or sleep on the streets, I guess that's entirely your business.
Huh? What are you talking about? I thought you had colon cancer, but did the cancer already spread to your brain too? Why would I get out of my own house?
Well, you just said that the one who has cancer and who's about to die soon doesn't need anything else. So they should just leave with the clothes on their back and nothing else, didn't you? Or did you already forget what you just said?
Well, you are the one who got cancer, so you should get out, not me.
You still don't get it, do you? How you ever managed to get a job in a company and get a girl to go out with you with that level of intelligence? It's really a huge mystery for me, honestly. The one who got cancer in their health checkup results is you, not me.
Don't you dare lie to me. There's no way that I have cancer.
Well, then go and do the close inspection, then you'll know for sure, won't you? Whatever the results are, it's not really my concern in the least, but I'm just letting you know that's what the hospital told me.
Okay, fine, you got my attention. I'm heading home right away. When I get home, we can search for a hospital together and make an appointment right away. I'm sure it won't be a big deal in the end, so don't worry about it too much and just wait up for me.
Huh? What did you say? Did you used to flip burgers when you were younger or something? Because the way that you flipped your mind just now was quite awe-striking.
Hey, you know I was just kidding around just now, okay? I thought that you would be feeling a bit depressed because you had cancer, so I was trying to make a joke and cheer you up. I'm gonna excuse myself out of the company dinner right now, so just wait for me while I get home, hon. Sweetie, the close-up examination results are back. It turns out I really do have colon cancer. And the doctor told me that I only have 6 months more to live. I mean, how could I, of all people, get cancer? What kind of a crime did I commit that God wanted to take me away at such a young age? I'm not feeling ill at all and I have no pains in my body, and yet they're saying that I will be gone from this world in just half a year. Honey, what should I do now? Why aren't you saying anything, my love? Your husband just got a death sentence, so why are you just shutting up and not saying anything? Say something, anything.
I don't know, Frank. What should I say? I don't have anything to say to you. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Can you go to the court with me tomorrow so that we can ask for a divorce? I don't want to be labeled as a woman who sucked the energy out of her husband or anything like that. Since it wouldn't look too great when I want to get remarried later, you know? You understand me, right?
I just told you that the doctor informed me that I don't have much to live because I have cancer. How can you say such cruel things to me right now in such a terrible situation? You don't feel any sense of a commitment towards your husband who you were together with for 10 years?
Aren't you the one who betrayed that commitment first? Didn't you say that you didn't need a wife that had cancer? And that you would rather live happily ever after with your new girlfriend after you divorce me as soon as possible?
Listen, I was just fooling around with her. She means nothing to me. Think of it as occasionally ordering takeout Chinese food, you know? Sometimes you want to have some sweet and sour pork when you feel bored of always eating at home. I mean, it was not even like sweet and sour pork. It was just like ordering and eating some cheap fried noodles that's become all soggy. How could I possibly compare you, who is a good, devoted wife and a wise, intelligent woman, to that tramp who I just met once in a while to pass the time?
Nah, I don't think so, Frank. I don't think I'd be very good for you either. What can I, an old, ugly woman, possibly do for you by your side while you're trying to battle cancer and fight for your life? If you want to extend your life for even one more day, then you need the fresh, bright energy of a young, pretty girl. So, just get rid of an old thing like me and get married to your lovely girlfriend. I've heard that sometimes God can even grant the wishes of the ones who's passed on. So how could he possibly refuse your wish to be with the one you truly love since you're about to die soon? I understand it all, Frank, so don't you worry about me.
Please, don't say such cruel things to me, dear. Hearing you talk like that makes my heart go chill and ice cold. There's no one in this whole wide world who I can trust except you. My so-called girlfriend blocked my number as soon as I mentioned that I've been diagnosed with colon cancer. She's a truly cold-hearted wrench if I ever met one. I know I was the bad guy here since I got tricked by her and it led me to betray you. I really did you wrong, and I know I deserve to die, but I promise that I won't betray you ever again. So can't you just forgive me this one last time and take me in as your loving husband? How can I go on alone without you, fighting cancer and facing death all by myself? The truth is, I'm really scared. So please, sweetie, please stay by my side, won't you?
If I was the one who had cancer, then you would have gotten rid of me without a second thought, correct? I know exactly what kind of person you are now. So how can I possibly live with you knowing full well the truth of who you really are? I'm sorry, Frank, but I'm not such a generous person who can take care of a husband who's betrayed me.
But I really don't have anyone else but you right now. If you turn your back on me, then I have no one else to lean on, and you know that I really have nowhere else to go. I was brought up in an orphanage, and I don't really have any family or blood relations, so if you throw me away, then what could I possibly do?
Why should I have to worry about such things when it's just gonna give me a big headache, Frank? When I can just get a divorce and move back in with my parents, unlike you.
You are really going to divorce me even if I'm on my knees begging you like this?
Yes, Frank. How many times do I have to repeat myself?
Okay, fine. If that's what you really want, then I guess there's just no way around it. I don't want to hold on to someone so desperately and stoop to such low levels for someone who doesn't even want me. I don't have much more time to live anyway, so I guess I'll just be rolling around alone and then that'll be it. But since I have to go to hospitals for the cancer treatment and it'll cost me a lot of money, I can't take all of your assets, right? You're still healthy, so you can earn a lot more in the future, can't you?
What assets? We don't have anything like that.
What do you mean? Don't we have the $40,000 that we've saved up? Even if we get a divorce, then don't I get to keep half of it, which is $20,000? Don't tell me that you're going to try and take away all of the money from someone who is going to die soon? You're not some cold-blooded monster like that, are you?
What does it matter if I'm warm-blooded or cold-blooded right now? You betrayed me and cheated on me, and if we get divorced, then you have to pay me alimony anyway. But you can't really be going around with your diseased body and work to earn the money to pay for the alimony. So, why don't you just give me the $20,000 instead of paying for the alimony and we can just call it even?
What? Are you serious right now? How could you do this to me? That's the absolute worst. You're such a greedy pig of a woman who is as ugly as she is hungry for money. If I have anything that I regret in my life, it's not being able to understand why God chose to spare a selfish, egotistical, and greedy woman like you, and instead decided to take me, who grew up without parents and just suffered through life. I am filled with so much anger and anguish right now.
I don't think you have so much time to laze around and think about silly things like that. Why don't you save some of that energy instead of wasting it on such stupid things and go find a new house to live in while you still can?
Huh? What did you say? Find a new house to live in?
Yeah, why are you so surprised? Did you forget that our house was bought by my parents under my name? When we divorce, I'm going to sell the house to a real estate agency and move back to my parents' house with our daughter. So please, try to get out of the house by next week. Oh, and don't think about trapping me with the excuse of our daughter. You never played with her once or paid any real attention to her. You never even gave her a warm smile, and she told me that she doesn't have any feelings towards you. So give up everything, just sign the divorce papers, and get out of the house.
How could you do this to me? You are worse than the devil himself.
I would like to tell you the same thing, to be honest. You didn't have anything to your name, but I married you because I trusted that you'd be a good, honest person. Now I see what sort of man you really are, and that your true character is just a piece of garbage. I thought that I could help heal you since you grew up without parents, and you must have suffered deep-seated wounds. But you're the type of person who decided to stomp on and tear up to shreds my unconditional love and well-intentioned wishes for you. I hate dealing with annoying procedures, so moving forward, I'm going to hire a lawyer to take care of everything. So please talk to the lawyer instead. Afterwards, I divorced my husband and got full custody over my daughter. The betrayal and hurt I felt was as big as my love and trust used to be for him. So I never contacted my ex-husband ever again after the divorce. But since he grew up as an orphan, and he was fighting cancer while living in a very cheap housing situation, my mom went to visit him a few times and brought him some food. She even brought our daughter to say a last goodbye to him a few days before he left this world. My ex-husband looked my daughter in the eye and said he was sorry while tears rolled down his face. I was told that he passed on and his spirit went back up to the heavens not long after. He had a precious family, but he didn't realize it. Instead, he betrayed his family and he ignored his conscience, which ended up bringing a sad ending to himself.